Sean McManus, who had been with me, I think 4 years as my number one assistant distance coach and assistant cross country coach. He's now the head cross country coach at Fresno State, which is a really neat thing for Sean. He deserved it. He's just a really, really good coach, and so I'm happy for him. Althea Belgrave, our men's and women's assistant, is now the head coach at University of Hawaii. You can't begrudge her that great opportunity, but she's been a 4-year mainstay on our staff. And then finally, Joey Zins, who had been with us for 3 years as well as our graduate assistant. He's now cross-country coach at a Division II school in Indiana, or in Pennsylvania, Indiana University of Pennsylvania. So we lost 3 good ones. We added a couple of good replacements. Kevin Cook is my new assistant coach. He ran for me, graduated in '06. So Kevin knows how our program goes, and he's a great leader for our young guys, and he can probably relate to them a little better than this old guy. And then we're lucky to have a really good athlete, a 4-minute miler from Dartmouth, Harry Norton, who's come down, and just a really, really bright guy and a really, really good communicator. So we've kind of shored up the staff over there. And then on the ladies' side, we carried over Barbara Parker, who came on as a volunteer coach for us last year, former All-American and superstar, and she actually ran in the team last fall, finished 7th at the NCAA championship. But probably the biggest change was on paper. Technically I was the head coach last year. Anybody who knew anything knew that I was more the sweats holder and the rah-rah guy, because we hired Coach Harvey to come in and do the job, and did a phenomenal job taking our women from 21st place in '06 when I was coaching them to 3rd place and in the hunt to win nationals. So we made it official this year. She's the head women's cross-country coach and the best coach in America for women's cross-country, Karen Harvey. So I'll let Karen come up and discuss the ladies.
Well, we have a good mix of returners, and we also have a lot of new people. So the biggest thing right now is, like Bob said, just getting them going and establishing some chemistry, because, the chemistry changes every year. So that's what we're establishing right now, who are our top 9 and who can be a difference maker. We have no idea really who the top 5 are right now. So that's a lot of chemistry is going on right now, and we're not in a big hurry, and we're not rushing anything. It's, all about staying healthy and developing that chemistry.
Through your career, is it more difficult to develop that chemistry with some of those younger athletes that come in maybe than it is with an older team?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I've got 3 really talented high school girls on the team now, and they're just like homesick, school's so hard, and I've got to be here and there, and, I got to make my own choices at the dorm, and where's my mom, so it's really hard with the freshmen. But I do have 2 incredible captains, Lydia and Susan, and they have really been taking those girls under their wings. I mean, it's been incredible. I saw it at camp from day one. And then we have 2 transfers too, and they're older girls, but it's the same for them. This is a team, brand new coaching, brand new campus. So it's been a lot of work in the last 3 weeks to try and get everyone settled and try and keep them calm and get them on task. Well, I think we can accomplish everything we accomplished last year. With a little bit of luck, I think we can be better also. So it's just really hard to say, because at this point last year, I told the team, and I was looking back in my notes, that I said, well, maybe we can be top 3 in the ACC, and if we really work hard, we can be top 10 in the country. So, and last year we definitely overachieved, and, we did very, very well. So, every year is different, but, I definitely see us in the hunt for a podium finish at NCAAs, and really hoping we can defend our ACC title. So, and I know the girls have raised the bar very high. Without me setting goals, they've set them for themselves. So we're excited about that.
Do you find it's a little easier to manage expectations when your team captains have had that success, that they almost raise the bar themselves without you having to do so much of that?
Yeah, and I think that's what was so great last year is Lydia and Susan saw what we can do at Florida State. I mean, I think no one saw us coming last year. It was almost like a surprise, like Florida State, it wasn't known as one of the distance powerhouses at all. So we really probably shocked a lot of people, like, how can that school from the South be good at cross country? And we really made believers out of everyone on the team. So they're taking that energy and that confidence and definitely putting it on to the rest of the team.
At your first meet, you had Pilar McShine which we would expect Susan to, but she didn't run. So what do you have expectations as far as Pilar for this season?
Pilar is so very talented, and don't let those dimples and that smile fool you. She is tough. That girl is tough, and she will do anything for her team. I know she trained very hard this summer, all alone. Stayed here in Tallahassee, where it can get very hot in July, and she was getting up really early to run, and she's just really focused this year. Last year was a total coming out party for Pilar. I mean, but I know my husband and I have always thought that girl's very, very talented, and I think she's going to be running up with Susan. I truly believe that. I think Leslie Van Merritt can be running up with Susan, and Lindsay Snow and Lydia, Amanda Quick are going to be closing in behind, and I got a couple others like Bree McCardle and my freshman that I think can help us also. But it's, like Bob said, it's about timing, and we have a long way to go yet.
You looked at any upcoming meets that you'll be competing in that really might be a real story of what this team may accomplish this year against some of the top competition?
Yeah, we've got some major tests ahead of us. Obviously Notre Dame is our big opener, but it's also not, we don't have to go there and hit a home run for the season to be, awesome. We do need to go there and learn a lot in the face of heavy competition. Pre-nationals, I definitely want us to be ready. I want us to really go in there focused and run against some of the top teams in the country. I mean, it's really a mini nationals split into two races, so I expect pre-nationals to be an all-out war. ACCs is about school pride. It will always be that way, and I feel Florida State is very proud of conference champions, so we're really hoping to bring that home. Regionals, you want to qualify for nationals with as little effort as you can. Our region is getting better every year. And, the final exam, the biggest test of all, NCAA, is all in that day. Who's got it, who wants it, no matter what the weather, you've got to show up.
As we talk with Coach Braman, the national rankings are coming out on Monday. What are your thoughts on that?
I think we'll get some good respect. I think definitely be somewhere in the top 10. I just don't really know. The rankings are fascinating, but, I think we should, be there in the top 10, but I'm not going to panic if we're not or anything, but I think everyone recognizes that we're here to stay, and we're pretty serious about it, and we're going to continue to get the top talent at Florida State.